AFC Champions League Elite is into the knockout stage. We're in Korea Republic for this round of 16 first leg between Gangwon and Japanese side Machida Zelvia. It's a fairly chilly evening in Chungcheong. Woolly hats are on, the fans in the stands, but pretty decent conditions for this match. Gangwon will be trying to make the most of home advantage in this first leg. They just crept into the round of 16, finishing the league stage in 8th position in the East region. That's the last of the qualifying positions, and even that was tight. They just pipped fellow Korea Republic club Ulsan on goals scored after finishing level on points and on goal difference. In complete contrast, Machida Zelvia flew through the league stage, finishing top of the East table with 5 wins, 2 draws and a single defeat to Melbourne City. And in a great run of form as well, domestically on a 4-game winning streak in this competition and without a defeat in all competitions in 2026. Karuda's side also have the best attacking record in the East region this season with 15 goals scored in total. They are a formidable team which has shown its prowess in knockout football in recent months as well, after 3 years of rapid progress up to continental level. These two sides have already faced each other in this competition this season. Machida Zelvia were 3-1 winners at the back end of November. That was the spark that led to the 4-game winning run in the AFC Champions League Elite. A decent number have turned out for this match, this temporary stand, which is that builds on one of the ends of the grounds. This is where the noise comes from at Gangwon. Travelling support here as well for Machida Zelvia. Both these clubs fairly inexperienced at continental level. This is a debut season in this competition for both of them. And in global football respects, both pretty young clubs as well. Machida Zelvia only founded in 1989. Gangwon as recently as 2008, just 18 years ago. Similar domestic campaigns for each of them last season too. After the highs of 2024 to qualify for this competition, Gangwon finished 5th last campaign. Machida Zelvia 7th in the J-League, but they did win the Emperor's Cup, which is Japan's big domestic knockout tournament, and they won that for the first time in their history. It's Japanese clubs that have dominated the East region so far this season in this competition. The top 3 in the table all came from Japan. Machida Zelvia finishing ahead of Vissel Kobe and Sanfrecce Hiroshima. It's uncharted territory for Gangwon and Machida Zelvia. Debut seasons in the AFC Champions League Elite, and they've both made it through to the knockout stage. Now though, there's very little room for error, and it's Gangwon of Korea Republic that has home advantage for the first leg of this round of 16 tie. Gangwon have got to this point, having been founded just 18 years ago. At that stage, Machida Zelvia were playing non-league football. Supporters of both sides can hardly ever imagine getting to a stage like this in less than 2 decades. his head coach, Go Karuda, as well, has had a rapid rise himself. A high school coach up until just 3 years ago. Now in the AFC Champions League elite and as an Emperor's Cup winner. Gangwon, one of 2 Korean clubs who've reached the round of 16. All 3 Japanese sides have reached this stage. In fact, they made up the top 3 in the league phase. So a little bit of confusion here because the handshakes, I think, have just gone a little bit too early. Well, a little bit of confusion, but eventually we did pause to hear the AFC Champions League elite anthem. Now, for the second time, the players will go through the handshakes and a little bit quicker this time, just some high fives. Here's some of the players saying they're a little bit surprised that they went through that quite so quickly. These 2 sets of players keen to get started in the cold of Chongchon. Gangwon started their domestic season at the weekend, and they make just 2 changes compared to that match. Marco Tutsi and Kim Tae-won dropped to the bench. In comes Shin Min-ha and Lee Sun-won. Mo Jae-yeon is Gangwon's leading scorer in this competition with 2 goals so far. Match officials on the field this evening, led by a team from Singapore.
Final, no need to come to us again. Yeah, you got VAR. Okay, you take white, you take blue. Okay. Okay. Ball. Yes. Okay. Okay. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Photo.
And as you heard, there is once again VAR in operation. Machida Zelvia are deeper into their domestic season. They make 4 changes compared to their most recent match. Henry Mochizuki, Na Song-ho, Hiroyuki Mai and Hokuto Shimoda all come in. One of their main attacking threats is likely to come from Yuki Soma, who's begun 2026 in terrific form. He already has 3 goals in this competition too. Game between these 2 sides back in November. Machida Zelvia won 3-1, goals from Kaya Sento, Hokuto Shimoda and Oh Se-hun, who's since moved on loan elsewhere. It was Pa Ho-young who got the goal back for Gangwon, but too late to salvage a result. Players in their final huddles getting a little pep talks to each other. Final words of advice. The preparation's all been done now. Just wonder how fast out of the blocks both of these 2 teams will come out at the start. This 2-legged affair. And it will be the visitors from Japan who will get this match started. Machida Zelvia kicking off, attacking from right to left as you look at it in that change strip of the all-white. Gangwon looking to make the most of home advantage. Take something back to defend, and they face each other again in Japan in just over a week's time. Moving forward by Nakamura. Collected by the experienced goalkeeper of Park Chung-hyo. Forward looking for Park Sang-hyuk. There is the head coach, Chung Kyung-ho, and his first managerial job, his second full season in charge for the former Korea Republic winger. One back by Machida Zelvia. Touched by Na Sang-ho. As the captain. Again, Shoji. Forward looking for Mochizuki. Karuda, 55-year-old Machida Zelvia head coach, who just a few years ago was coaching a high school team. It's not the best clearance. It's found Yengi. Ball slipped through, might just be able to get the cross in here. And Na Sang-ho can only find Park Chung-hyo. Nicely slipped ball through though. Warning sign for Gangwon. The story of Machida Zelvia's rise has caught the imagination of football fans around the world. Non-league up until 2009. They've risen up through the divisions. Won a first Emperor's Cup just last season. Saying the head coach, who has no real professional experience in the game before he came to Machida Zelvia, achieved promotion up to the top flight in Japan in his first season in charge. Been in charge of a high school side for 28 years. The gamble, and it really has paid off. Song Jung-suk. Referee has ball play back for a foul. Gangwon started their season in the K-League at the weekend. They lost 3-1 at Ulsan. That's the team that they pipped to reach this stage of the competition. Ulsan finishing in 9th place. Missing out on the round of 16. A little bit of a payback, I guess, for Ulsan at the weekend, but they would love to be playing in this match instead. A little bit of early concern for Yuki Soma. He's picking up a little knock. He is in amazing form so far this season. Come back to that in a moment. Machida Zelvia have to switch on here. Free kick taken by Lee Ki-hyo. Collected by Ko. Lee Ki-hyo has been involved in the international setup previously, not for a number of years now. A clever ball and some space to work here as well. Optimistic effort from distance. unable to find the target. Ko Young-sun wanting to have an early pop at goal. Who's on loan from Górnik Zabrze in the Polish top flight. To score in his 2 appearances in this competition. Shin Min-ha played a big role in Korea Republic reaching the semi-finals of the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup. Leaving the ball for Song. It's a kind of a play. Slight concern for Gangwon is that they're without a win in 5 AFC Champions League elite matches, 3 straight draws, including 2 goalless draws in the matches that they played this season, and in a way that was sort of part of their pre-season really. Been a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team in this competition. Those 2 goalless draws in contrast to what was a magnificent game against Vissel Kobe earlier on in the competition. They beat the Japanese side on that occasion 4-3 after going 3-0 up in the first half, pegged back to 3-3 and somehow found a winner in stoppage time. The referee has brought play back for a foul again on Sung. A battle going on this side of the pitch between Song and Otaka Nakamura. They've had a situation like this already, Gangwon. Unable to do much with it. Machida Zelvia defended it well. There'd be an increase in the quality of this delivery. Once again, it doesn't beat the first defender. Back with Lee Sung-won. Shoji gets the ball away, but a little bit of space here potentially. Good defending in the end by Machida Zelvia. Song. Asking quite a lot of Mo to keep this in, but he does do so. In fact, all he's done there is helped out the Machida Zelvia player. It's gone out for a throw to the Japanese side. And Mo is one to watch. 2 goals in this competition so far. He's had an eventful season in the AFC Champions League Elite. I mentioned that 4-3 win over Vissel Kobe. He not only scored in that, but was sent off in the closing stages as well. Akiyama. Several Japanese internationals in this squad. Nakamura with Shoji. That's a good ball forward for Soma, and you have to say that was a decent chance. Unmarked, a free header. And in the form that Yuki Soma is in, expected expected him there to do better. Impressive vision though from Genshoji. 3 goals in this competition so far for Soma. 3 goals already this season domestically. 3 in his last 4 matches. This is good up the other end from Gangwon. It's a loose ball though. And decent opportunity goes missing. Sabinu with the foul. They're a little late on Yuki Soma. Forward for Yengi to chase. The flag has stayed down for now. Soma's delivery cut out by Shin Min-ha. Machida Zelvia started fairly slowly, but they're just starting to ease into this now. They're known for their intensity. Like to spring forward quickly. Shin has helped out Nakamura there, and it's going to be a corner to Machida Zelvia. First chance for them to test Gangwon from this set piece. He's regarded, Shin Min-ha, as a big talent, just 20 years old. Played a big role for Korea Republic at the Under-23 Asian Cup. Scored a couple of goals as well. Maybe showing a little bit more of the inexperience there, when maybe just clearing might have been the better job. Soma with this corner, takes it short. Swung in towards the back post, and just wide of the target. Na Sang-ho struggling to get his foot over the ball for that chance. A deep cross, deep, difficult effort that on the volley. Did the right thing, trying to keep it down. Couldn't find the target. It would have been an awkward one for Park Chung-hyo. That's a nice play from Gangwon, and it's just opening up a little bit here, potentially for Mo. Atani quick off his line. Be alert there. Machida Zelvia, goalkeeper. Kosei Tani. Lovely one-touch play though from Gangwon. Okamura. Now we see the press from Gangwon. Quite happy to let Machida Zelvia have it for a little while. Shoji. That's good from Na. And great recovery tackle from Iki Shu. Mo with a high foot. It's always likely to go the way of Machida Zelvia. So it'll be a free kick for the Japanese side. Kimura getting a boot to the head. seen Gangwon have a few little chances like this and not do much from them. Can Machida Zelvia try and show their opponents how it's done? They've sent players up from the back. The obvious target here, though, is Teta Yengi. Big Australian forward there, wearing number 99. It's swung in towards Yengi and cleared away. There were appeals for a penalty. Half-hearted. Akiyama. Nakamura. It's a fair challenge, but it looks like it's gone out for a corner. And once again, gesture made for the handball that they were appealing for, Machida Zelvia. So another corner. This time it will be to Shimoda who will take it. Swinger from the midfielder, headed away by Shin Min Ha. Nice ball for Akiyama, just had a little bit too much on it. Possession is with Machida Zelvia again. Soma. Shoji. The skipper. Shoji again. One of those who joins this project at Machida Zelvia to the promotion-winning season. First time ball looking for either Soma or Yengi. Yengi looking for his first AFC Champions League elite goal. He is on loan from the Scottish club Livingston with an option to buy. Soma winding up here for a long throw. Instead goes short. Gangwon just switched off and fell for the bait. And there will be another corner. Defended these well so far. Machida Zelvia, though, just starting to turn the screw a little. Shimoda with this corner again. One header, but straight at Park Chung-kun, never causing him any trouble. The effort from Daihachi Okamura. On ball for Yengi to chase. The led to it though was Park Ho-young. Park, who scored the consolation goal in the 3-1 defeat to Machida Zelvia back in November. Very difficult, isn't it, to get a gauge on the form of these two clubs with the fact that they've had a long break. At the end of their seasons, only just really getting going again domestically. Kong. Seen much from an attacking sense in the last few minutes from Gangwon, but trying to build something here. If you've seen any of Gangwon in the past year or so, when they get into full flow and that one-touch passing, they're very difficult to stop, but getting that going consistently is the tricky issue for Gangwon. Makes some lovely stuff. Time, this Gangwon team starting to show a little bit of the identity of Jong Kyung-ho, the head coach there. Wasn't able to match the achievements of his predecessor in 2024, and Gangwon finished second domestically to qualify for this competition. It's 5th place last season, so they'll drop down to the Champions League 2 group stage for next season. So it really is about trying to make the most of this opportunity in this round of 16. Gengi. Throw goes the way of Gangwon. Header won by Shimoda. Mochizuki. Exactly what I was talking about. They can get themselves out of trouble in intricate ways, which is so easy on the eye. Here's Mo. A little bit short for Park Hyo-young, but does manage to retrieve the ball. Shin Min-ha. Pressure put on by Yengi. Has been one round of 16 match today. Finished 1-1 between Melbourne City and Buriram United of Thailand. More matches tomorrow as well. The West region is on hold for now. They will be rescheduled due to uncertainty at the moment in the region. East region very much underway, and the yellow card here, the first of the match for Okata Nakamura, blocking the path of Song Jun-suk. You just wonder whether that's an accumulation. It's a battle which has been going on for this opening 24 minutes. So a slightly deeper free kick, this one for Lee Sung-won. Once again, plenty have gone forward from the back. It's taken short though for Lee Kyung-kyo. Clipped it towards the back stick there, and sliding in was Park Hyo-young. Almost caught Machida Zelvia off guard. Nakayama. Shimoda. Once again looking for the run of Soma. It's quite difficult to get into the game so far. back on Na Sang-ho. From Go Young-sun. This was the chance for Gangwon, and it was Mochizuki. He just lost his man. Had him to get in behind. In some ways, we expected a start to this tie, just the way it has been. It's been a little bit cagey. 2 legs to play, of course. No one wants to take too many risks. Both sides have had their little moments, though. Sung. Shin Min-ha. Very much the playmaker, almost the quarterback for Gangwon. It's Lee Sung-won orchestrating the players around him. Number 28. Here he is, trying to win that header. Song has done well to win this back and just fancied a chance at goal. There weren't many options there for him. Space just opened up. Shin Min-ha. Song with the lofted ball up into the sky. Collected by Joachim Mai. It's been given away though. Kung. He's made the run beyond him. Left by Kung Chung-ha. It's not the most convincing header away. It was Park Sung-hyuk who managed to get a shot away. It was blocked, his Mo. And Gangwon have a corner. Will give the home side some encouragement. Recovery block in the end from initially Yuki Soma, just to take the sting out of that shot. There's Gangwon. Have this corner opportunity to try and cause some problems for Machida Zelvia. It's taken short to E. Decent delivery in, which is punched away by Tani, and the referee has blown his whistle. Konsei Tani had to come through a crowd of players to get his fists to the ball. Good cross in. Trying to come over the top of, I think it was Sabinu. It's taking the wind out of him a little, but he looks fine here to continue, Tani. Intercepted. A little bit of space here for Gangwon. Trying to slip through Park Sung-hyuk. Attack's still alive though. Slightly clumsy, running into Shoji. Kang tries to pull off the elaborate back heel. Shoji got a little bit lucky there. Yeah, that's not the best challenge. It's always going to be, looks like it's going to be a yellow card here for Sabrinu. Just tripped at the wrong moment, and then instinctive desperation tackle to prevent Na Sung-ho from getting away, and yellow card then for Sabrinu. Nakayama. Chizuki into another corner. Chizuki is very much part of the Japan setup now. He'll be hoping to make his way to the World Cup this summer. Joined Machida Zelvia straight out of university, which is the preferred route for many players in Japan. Not all go through the traditional academy setups. The university and high school systems are very strong. So we get an in-swinging corner on this far side. Well, 4 here for Nakayama. Good block, the initial header won by Nakamura. Soma. Soma's cross, eventually hacked away. Machida Zelvia trying to keep the pressure up. Shoji. Nakayama. And not quite on the same wavelength as Yuki Soma. Section bouncing. Oh, I would think just to try and keep themselves warm. Temperature's not far off freezing in Chungcheong. Chizuki. Tidy play from the Machida Zelvia number 6, and once again looking for Yengi. He won't have the ball back through E. Kang Jung-ha laying the ball off. Back into that left-sided role, Kang trying to provide an outlet on that wing. Soma. Clip forward for Yengi. Handed away, and he wins the ball back, but it's back with the Japanese side. And Shoji. Okamura. Here for Shimoda. Akiyama. Shoji, Yengi, Na, no fouls to the referee, and might just offer an opportunity here for Gangwon to counter. Song didn't see the run on the outside of him. It's a heavy touch by Kang, but he's got away with it, and easy in the end for Kosei Tani. Machida Zelvia sensing that they can get forward quickly here as well. Soma. Just slowing things down a little. And Soma puts the ball out of play because there's an issue here for Nakayuma. Stayed down after this coming together. Holding around his shoulder. For the sake of his teammates, I hope that that was worth putting the ball out of play, because he lost possession. Gangwon sportingly give it back. Quite sure that's where Tani would have liked it. Give Gangwon an opportunity to get themselves set. Header won by Yengi, but free kick won by Gangwon instead, despite the protests of the Australian. Brother Kusini is already an Australia international. Tete Yengi is hoping to join him at some point. Brothers making moves to Scotland, and they both made similar loan moves to Japan. Free kicks on the way here of Machida Zelvia. Foul on Hiroyuki Mai. Mai pass Sung Kyal. Shoji. Wakamura. Nakayama. No clear chances really for either side yet in this first half. Maybe that's about to change. Mochizuki. Towards the back post, good header away. As far as Soma, Nakamura. Concerns that he might have been in an offside position, but the flag did stay down, as is often the way until VAR intervene. Last time Yuki Soma threatened one of his long throws, he decided to go short instead. We're going to see it for the first time tonight. It's about going short again. He's just winding up for the long one. Soma with the looping throw. Savinu gets his foot to it, back with Soma. Shimoda, Soma. Akiyama. Shoji. He's managed to slip a ball like that through in the early stage of this match, but didn't come off that time. Good sliding interception from Mai. And seeing this out comfortably is Park Ho-young. Hear the crowd singing his name as well. Not much for him to do so far tonight. Hyo. Park Ho-young. Long ball forward, looking for the run here of Song Chung-sha, but asking a lot of him. The advertising pause has come out worse instead of the Machida Zelvia defence. Tiny Okamura. Sides playing with very similar formations and setups, with the 3 at the back, which becomes a 5 in defensive situations. Kimura. Shimoda. Kimura. Trying to find Soma. Soma. Smartly winning the throw there. Song Chun-sa. Gangwon so far have acquitted themselves well. They do have a habit of switching off for periods of matches. It's been their downfall in this competition at times this season. I mentioned the Vissel Kobe game. They were absolutely in control and flying at halftime, 3-0 up. Switched off right at the start of the second half and couldn't get going again until the latter stages. It's a situation that has haunted them in other games as well. They can take this into the second half, because they're very much holding their own against Machida Zelvia, who's the table toppers from the East region in the league stage. Came into this as favourites, with Gangwon only just creeping in 8th place. That's a fairly cheap free kick to concede, though. From Shin Min-ha. Machida Zelvia weren't really going anywhere here. Patience from Shin. This is probably the best free kick opportunity that Machida Zelvia have had so far. To Shimoda will take it. Shoji making some advances there, the captain. It's a really threatening ball in, and having to stand up towards Park Hyo. Best chance to the match for either side. And a chance for Nakamura. Trying to keep up this pressure. Plenty of stay forward from that free kick. It'll once again be Shimoda. Headed to that first is Park. And Yengi, the whistle has gone. Nakamura almost rugby tackling his opponent to the ground there. Here was the big chance. Took a touch off of Yengi. It was Nakamura who was first to react. Tight angle though, and all Park Chung-hyo had to do was stand tall. Mo at the other end. Sees his shot blocked. Soma slicing a clearance. Star. Not sure there'll be much thanks from it. Kang Chung-hya there. Just the 1 minute to be played at the end of this half, in addition to the 45. Mochizuki will take this throw. As time ticks down to half-time. Nice turn from Yengi. He gets his cross in as well. Needed that touch because Soma was waiting. And then the foul conceded. I'm trying to take this quickly. It's been held up slightly. I'm going to go long, just one last attempt here at the end of this half. Header away, and again by Soma. And that will be it for the first half, which has been a largely cagey affair. Very few chances for either side. But it's Machida Zelvia went closest through Wakata Nakamura. And at half-time of this round of 16 first leg, it is Gangwon 0, Machida Zelvia 0. Welcome back. It is goalless between Gangwon and Machida Zelvia at half-time of this round of 16 first leg. Side struggled a little bit to get going in that first half. Machida Zelvia with the best opportunity right near the latter stages of that half. Otaka Nakamura with a close range effort and a tight angle, well saved by Park Chung-hyo. This is just the first leg, so in many ways you'd expect both clubs not to go too hard at it. Another match to play in Japan next week. Just double check on whether there are any changes. It looks like both head coaches are sticking with what they started with for the beginning of this second half. There's one man who has yet to really get into this match yet, Yuki Soma. 3 goals in his competition, 3 goals this season as well, domestically. But found His opportunities limited, and it's Gangwon who get us started in this second half. Only one save to make for Park Ko in that first half. He was alert when he needed to be. Lots of passages to play though from his side in that first period. They are in full flow. They are great to watch. It hasn't happened on too many occasions though. The Yengi. One back and forward by Kang Chung-kya. A back heel from Go. Wide to Sung. Forward, but too much on that for Lee Sung-won. Shizuki winning that on the stretch. For his played advantage. Caught. Sa. It's more Jae-un. Haven't seen much from him yet either in this match. Impressive finisher. He does get his chances, tends to take them. Ko Young-sun to Kang. Corner then for Gangwon at the start of this half. Positive intent from the home side. Sung-won will take this. Once again, Gangwon loading the penalty area. Good delivery in, needed that header from Hiroyuki Mae. Sun lets it go out for a throw. Shin Min-ha. Deep ball into the box, which is well claimed by Tani. Both clubs trying to make the most of this opportunity in the round of 16 in the Champions League Elite. Challenge from Sun Chun-sa. Savinu. Stop play here for a head injury. Both clubs are due to play in the Champions League 2 next season. This is the incident. Ball to the face for Ko Young-sun, just a painful one. Gangwon who finished 5th last season, so they still have achieved continental qualification. Machida Zelvia might consider themselves to be a little bit unfortunate not to be in the Champions League Elite next season. They won the Emperor's Cup, so the main domestic cup competition in Japan. But this is a strange season. It's very much a one-off. There's a tournament ongoing now called the J1 100-Year Vision League. It's sort of an interim competition, really, while Japan moves from a calendar year season to more of the autumn to spring setup that we see throughout much of the footballing world. Because of that, the winners of the temporary league, this one-off J1 100-Year Vision League, will get the extra Champions League elite spot instead of the Emperor's Cup winners, as would usually be the way. So it's pretty unfortunate that Machida Zelvia, after winning their first ever Emperor's Cup, haven't got the added benefit that usually comes with it. Pull back here on Shimoda. Means this could be a decent shooting opportunity for Machida Zelvia. There might have just been a card shown there as well. For Mo Jai-hyun. Confirmation. Let's see, it has gone in the book. Delivery's been decent tonight from Shimoda. Yuki Soma is another option. It's a bit far out to shoot. If it is going to be a shot, it would suit Soma. And he's going to go for it, and it's not far wide. Attempt to try and catch Park Chu-hyo out there. Shaping almost to try and clip it in. Have Park scrambling. Second leg of this tie will take place next Tuesday. Machida Zelvia is on the outskirts of Tokyo. No, he has to watch himself now on that caution. Lee Ki-hyo. Kong Chung-hyo. Nice turn from Yi, who's looked composed on the ball so far this evening. And that's a smart switch of play. Well, almost. Maybe the bounce of the ball just getting away there from Sung Chun-sa. Hear the groans from the crowd. Since that was a good opportunity to get forward. Very little space for the attackers of either side to get behind these defences so far tonight. Touches from Sung. It's Kang. Did it on the ball a little bit, almost gave the ball away, and Kang over running that give and go. Interesting as well today that Gangwon have decided to play a little bit narrower than they have done in recent matches. They to get out the likes of Vissel Kobe. Earlier in this competition, they attacked at pace, out wide, and it was something that the Japanese side really couldn't deal with very easily. Another nice ball from Mo. The early ball in, not quite on the same wavelength. Past Sung Hyol. It's crying out, isn't it, for an attacker to come steaming in. Kamura and Shimoda getting in each other's way. Move forward for Yengi, and the pressure from the Australian has at least won a throw for Machida Zelvia. He's been a bit isolated up top. A couple of changes that are on the way for Machida Zelvia. Shota Fizio, Takuma Nishimura, and they are decent options to call upon. Just getting on the end of that was Mochizuki, climbing over the top of the defender, is unable to get the power on that header. Sa. That's for a free kick from Sun Chun Sa. Gone down holding his face here. He's getting a lot of sympathy from the referee. Here come the changes. Na Sung-ho is one of those who will be withdrawn. Takuma Nishimura take his place. And also coming on, shooter Fujio. It's the end of Tete Yengi's night. Good attacking options on then for Machida Zelvia. Fujio, who played at the Paris 2024 Olympics, yet to make his senior debut though for Japan. Ishimura very much is a senior international. 3 goals, 5 appearances, been in the most recent squad though. Hoping to have a bit of potency in attack. Change on the way for Gangwon as well. Very shortly see Abdullah Halahil. And here he is, the Israeli. Take the place of Park Sung-hyol. Halahil, who scored in the first match of the domestic season at the weekend. was a consolation in the end against Ulsan in a 3-1 defeat. He's in goal-scoring form and he's showing his intent. Kang. Throw's gone away of Machida Zelvia. It looked like it might have gone out the other way, but we play on, and Fujio is through here for the first time. It's a robust shoulder barge within the laws, and then Fujio concedes the free kick. No goals yet in the competition for Shota Fujio. Yet to get off the mark domestically either. Heel. He saw Kisho still hurt himself here. Just get a stud to the foot. He's not being too sympathetic about it. Tells the Gangwon captain to get back to his feet, and he does so. Slightly different setup then you can see from Machida Zelvia. He's playing with two up front. Shimura off the left-hand side, but it's a little more advanced. Offside flag is up here against Heel. A little bit too early. Spent most of his career in Israel, but joined from Dilagori in Georgia. Made his way to the Korea Republic. No international experience. He's also playing the UAE. Taking a little bit of a chance, but no harm done. Shimoda. Now both these clubs would love a lead to take back to Japan next week. And settle the nerves slightly. Ball forward, which almost felt very kindly for Nakamura. There was no real damage there, but the slightest of slips almost letting them through. Yi. Mo. Kang. Ikiju. The captain. Very little space for these teams to operate in. Fairly close match so far between these two sides. Shizuki with the throw. Headed out by Yi. Captured by Okamura. Reminder that Machida Zelvia unbeaten in all competitions so far in 2026. yet to get a win themselves, and without a victory in 5 AFC Champions League elite matches. Those records will change today. Heel not getting lucky with the bounce of the ball. Tani calmly out to Shoji. Very happy, Gangwon, to sit off Machida Zelvia, let the 3 centre-backs have the ball. Mai. Shoji. Laid off by Nishimura. But here come Gangwon again. Song. Done well to limit Machida Zelvia so far today, Gangwon, but I can't remember a save that Kosai Tani has had to make in this match yet. And when you're playing at home in a knockout stage match in the AFC Champions League, you really want to try and lay a glove on your opponent, not leave it all down to a trip away. I guess on the flip side of that, you could say that the pressure will all be on the home side in the return leg. Still plenty of time for either of these teams to try and find a goal to take back to Japan next week. Song. One back by Mochizuki. Sa. Desperately trying to encourage his teammates to go forward, to give him the option. He just running into some trouble. Mai. Nakayama. One of the Machida Zelvia players who'll be trying to catch the eye of the Japan national team boss ahead of the World Cup. Laid back nicely here, and that was a vital touch, with Mochizuki pretty much flying, trying to win that header at the back post. This is smart from Soma. Nicely clipped ball in. Mochizuki throwing himself at the ball. Key touch away by Iki Shura though. Mochizuki with the long throw. Looping up into the penalty area. Awkward one to deal with. Kang gets his header away. Mochizuki thinking about the long throw again. This time by Harahil. Mochizuki up against Kang, who's on the ball back. Nakayama. Mochizuki. Shimoda. Flipping the ball into Mochizuki. He's desperately trying not to foul Kang. Good little spell of pressure this from Machida Zelvia. Maybe the first time that we've seen in this second half. More changes though incoming for Gangwon. Kim Tae-won. The players who will be brought on, as though is Kong Yun-koo. Still, they've got to switch back on here. Gangwon straight away. Another long throw from Mochizuki. Once again, it's Gangwon head to it first. Kang will bring the ball away. Summer avoiding the foul. Scenario here, another long throw potentially. It's taken short. Fujio trying to work himself some space. It's gone out for a corner. Do here, Machida Zelvia. So the final 20 minutes of this match. Long run up. The end swinger, and it is one at the near post by Nakamura. Play. It's not going to be another corner. So the confirmation the play is off for Gangwon. Mo Chae-gon has been withdrawn, so it's Ko Young-sun. The players on in their place. Kim Tae-won, who himself has been in the Korea Republic international setup. And Kong Yun-koo. Was trying to make Gio to close him down. Gio wasn't having any of it. Song. Kong Yun-koo. Looking for Kim. Kim has got some pace to burn. Tricky left winger. Header one by Mochizuki. Soma is there. Gio trying to keep this attack alive. Wide to Nakamura. Nakamura just about gets his cross in. Nakayama need to work hard to retrieve the ball though. Soma. fully away for Gio. Another throw for Machida Zelvia. Certainly the movement though of Shota Gio is causing a few issues for Gangwon. Just something extra to deal with. It really is Mochizuki winding up for a long throw. Once again, there's a Gangwon head to it first. Left to Kang to try and get the ball clear, but it's intercepted. Kang again. Hada heel, and then Lee Sung-won claiming the ball upfield. Maybe Machida Zelvia just sensing that they might be able to nick a goal here. Nakamura to Nakayama. Keen to keep this pressure up here, Machida Zelvia. It's like they were pinning Gangwon back a little bit. Everyone is back inside that half for the home side. Shoji. Nakayama. Forward is easily dealt with, and the foul on Kang Young-gu. A reminder that the second legs take place next week. The East region going ahead as scheduled in the round of 16. The matches in the West region will be rescheduled. So the ongoing uncertainty in the region. So we have catching up to do with the schedule. The East region very much going ahead as planned. More matches to come tomorrow. Free kick here, Gangwon. And in similar positions, they've not had much joy in this match so far. We haven't seen many chances for Gangwon to get forward. This might just be an opportunity to try and put some pressure on the visiting defenders. A fairly easy night of it so far. Two E's here, Lee Ki-hyung and Lee Sung-won. Shaping up to take this. Favours maybe that right foot of Lee Sung-won. That's who will take it. It's a dangerous delivery in. Cleared upfield by Fujio. Soma is trying to win the bouncing ball. And it has fallen here for Soma. He's forced wide and players crowding around him. And he's won a free kick in a dangerous position here. And once again, he's wondered whether that was a necessary free kick for Song Chun-sa to concede. Soma was very much on his own there. Forced down the cul-de-sac. So from one attacking set piece for Gangwon, up the other end for Machida Zelvia. Once again, it is the option of Soma or Shimoda. It is Shimoda, away by Shin Min-ha. Thinking about the quick counter. Instead it's back to Park Jung-ho. Into the final 10 minutes of this first leg. That's a nicely clipped forward for Ablahil. Hill, I think the flag's gone up anyway. Wouldn't have counted. Straightforward ball over the top. He maybe did go just a little bit too early. Hill. Flag did eventually go up. Looking at it as a big opportunity. It wouldn't have counted. Okamura. He puts the ball away. Shoji. Crowded out there, and it's well won back by Gangwon. And Kim. A bad delivery towards Hill. They have scored late goals in this competition, Gangwon. Couple of changes for Gangwon. Kim Do-kyung and Lee Yo-kyung are on. Hill! Well, it's sat up nicely for him. In the end, space for him. It wasn't a long way wide. It would have been some goal. Decent effort though. So there's changes that'll be made by Gangwon. Kim-Tog-shun, who had a decent tournament at the Under-23 Asian Cup recently. Here's one of the players to come on. So as Lee Yo-kyung, the club captain, the former Olympian. Min-woo is one of the players who is being withdrawn for Gangwon. Too much of an impact since coming on yet, Nishimura. Nice interplay between Gangwon players, and there is Kim To-kyung. Trick too many, and then the foul on Shimoda. As the other players come off, by the way, on the right-hand side. So Kim is taking his place over there. Mochizuki. Shoji. Soma. Shimoda. Continue with his run, but a little bit too much on it. And it runs out of play for a goal kick. Just wonder whether either of these sides are give it too much of an effort in these last 5-6 minutes to try and force the goal. Well, maybe this is an indicator that Machida Zelvia do want to have a go. Hayashi, one of the players who has come on. They're like long throw specialists. You see a couple of those. Shortly, Aneta Lavi, the Israel international, also coming on. It's Nakamura and Shimoda who are being replaced. Last 5 minutes. Kang. So it's Halahil. Kim trying to get on the end of it. The attack is kept alive. He to Kang. Oh, it's here. The impatience from the Gangwon supporters now. Sensing that this is their opportunity. Using this home advantage to try and get something to hold on to when they get back to Japan for that second leg next week. Kang. Kim. Oh, that's a nice ball through to Kang. On the slide. Can either get a shot towards goal or a cross for one of his teammates. Shoji. Intercepted, and Kang will bring the ball away towards Kim. Back with Kang again. Halahil. Halahil! Great save from Tani onto the post to deny the substitutes, and it's the first save he's had to make all game. It's come in the 88th minute, and he had to be sharp to it. It's a good effort from Halahil. He nicely finds Kim. Halahil once again. It's a neat turn. He's causing them problems, the Machida Zelvia defence. Kim is twisting and turning and trying to get the cross in. And that's settled for a corner here, Gangwon. Suddenly everyone's congratulating each other and the noise level has risen. And there's belief that maybe they can just nick something here. Gangwon loading the penalty area right in front of their fans at the ends of their ground. Here comes the corner. Machida Zelvia header gets to it. It was the header from Okamura, and Tani had to tip the ball back over the bar. Another corner on the opposite side for Gangwon. We'll have to find out as well how many added minutes there will be. Crowd trying to always suck the ball into the net. Decent delivery, danger not completely clear, and over the bar from Kim Tae-gyung. Three minutes of stoppage time. Surprise, there's been a lot of substitutions in this half. Just couldn't get his head over the ball. Chung Ho is living every moment of this in the closing stages. Long upfield from Tani. Chizuki can keep the ball in, so possession back with Gangwon, and maybe a chance for one more attack. Certainly finishing the stronger. It's given away to Labi. Gets his head to the ball first. Hollerhill. Shin. Kim. Kangin-kyu. Skipper Yi. Cheaply given away by Kang. Tired past that. Kim Tae-kyung waiting for Leo Hyun to make the run on the outside. Here he is. Kim to the final minute of the added 3. Shin. Working the ball patiently here, Gangwon, but won back cleanly by Hayashi. Fujio trying to turn and spin Lee. He's won a free kick. They wanted to get on with it quickly, Machida Zelvia. But instead, they're going to have an opportunity to send the ball forward one last time. Closely fought contest. One last chance here, though, for Machida Zelvia. Towards the area. Back with Park Chung-kyo. That might just about be it. Nothing to separate these sides at the end of this round of 16 first leg. Weren't many opportunities either, but Gangwon finishing stronger. Abdullah Hollerhill going closest right near the end. A decent save from Kosai Tani. Well, they'll head back to Japan next week with the scores level. An intense match between the two, but no breakthrough. And at the end of this first leg, the AFC Champions League Elite round of 16, there that's finished. Gangwon 0, Machida Zelvia 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the AFC Soccer presented by demonstrating exceptional from Taiwan FC.
오늘 경기 최우수 선수를 발표하겠습니다. 사우디 관광청과 함께하는 오늘의 최우수 선수는 박성식, 이영혁 선수.